So, if you live in Calgary and you are addicted to opiates and you're scared and you don't know what to do, my suggestion would be like, because I've done this lots of times, I would, unless you're like, if you're like mildly addicted to opiates, and you can handle the withdrawal, you could go to the Renfrew Detox Center and get on Suboxone. But if you're extremely addicted, like I was, and like you're having a hard time with the transition period, there is the option to go on to methadone, and you can do that at Alpha House or at the DI. I wouldn't necessarily suggest going to the DI because of its reputation, but Alpha House also, like, if you can avoid Alpha House and just call in, I would do that. The number is 403 234 7388 extension 2. Give them a call, get on the wait list. That's my favorite. It's my favorite detox in the entire city. They do fast track you. There is also Foothills, but Foothills will only accept you if you're on a stable dose of medication. They're more of like a transition home. So if you can get on a stable dose at Alpha House and then transition over there, that's a good idea. So what I would do is I would, first things first, I would go to Alpha House and then I would apply to get into Landers. Landers is a 28-day treatment program and you can get in there really quickly. And while you're there, I would also apply for Aventa and Alcove and all of the other treatment programs. And I would stay at Alpha House and then go door to door to Landers, and then I would stay there and I would do an extended stay at Landers until I could get into my next treatment program. And I would, while you were doing that, get into post-treatment housing, so that like it usually takes a couple of months to get in, so like by the time you finish Landers, you're not necessarily gonna be at a point where you can actually like get into housing. But if you go into another treatment program, there's enough time that will elapse so that you can get into a program like you can either go into Oxford House post-treatment housing, or you can go into the Calgary Dream Center. So if you want to go to the Calgary Dream Center, what you can do is do a what is that thing called? Oh shoot, I forgot what it's called, but there's like a housing thing that you can do through the Alex, like the source, and they can get you into, I'll like do some research and figure it out, because like right now I'm not remembering what it's called, but that's like the best way to stay off of the streets in the wintertime. Right now, like being out in the cold is like horrifying. I only lasted 2 days out there. Like I almost died the one night. Thankfully they let me into the LRT station. I was able to convince them to open the door 45 minutes early. But like, no word of a lie, it's fucking cold, and like the best thing that you can do is like get onto some sort of OAT program and get off of the streets. And the thing is like with there's two options with like opiate addiction. You're either going to end up killing yourself, or you're gonna get out. There's no in between. Like the average lifespan of a person on opiates is like 1 to 5 years. If the drug itself doesn't kill you, what it does to your body will. Like it's kind of like diabetic necropsy or whatever it's called, on like jet fuel. So basically your like limbs will rot off because of all the shit they put into the drugs, and you'll have a lot of health problems. Like when I lived in Vancouver, I saw so many people with abscesses in their legs that could not walk, and the smell is just, it's something else, man. And like that in itself is pretty fucking embarrassing. Like, I don't know if I could deal with that. I was so close with my addiction to that happening to me. I ended up getting a little tick on my ankle that wouldn't go away. And when I would bump it, like, I can still kind of feel it, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bump on my ankle right at the tip it's starting to heal over, but like, if that doesn't heal over, like, for the rest of my, like, if I ever go back into substances, like, that will cause my legs to fall, like, literally, like, rot. And if you end up in a wheelchair, like, that's it. You're stuck wherever you are in a wheelchair, and you can't go anywhere unless you go get better. But that's, like, the reality of this drug. Like, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So, like, just, you try to take it from me. And especially if there's xylazine that they mix into the substances these days, and that stuff, if it doesn't kill you, it leaves you so vulnerable. Like, so vulnerable for so many things to happen to you. And, it just fucking sucks. So, stay safe out there.